Are we live? We are live. Hey guys, come on in the room. Let's get us a frequently playing. It's Monday. So I don't know if we're going to get a lot of people here on the Monday morning rising, but we're going to go ahead and do it at this time so we can compare. Do we get more views in the day or do we get more views in the evening? Okay, so let's get started. I already have a lot out here on the desk today. So we're going to put this down just a little bit. Okay. All right, so first we're going to pour our water. We're going to do our libration because we are working with water energy. We're going to light our fire. We're going to breathe. And we're going to reflect on what Spirit has for us. Okay? The Lord, the law, is my strength and my shield. It, masculine and feminine, him and her, right? It's my heart's trust. So I trust in my heart energy. I trust that the spirits, the ancestors, the guides, they will be here. We will pour strength and guidance for all things, right? For the message. All right. All right. So we pour our libations and we let the lecture begin. Okay. So the continuation from yesterday's live was money came in. And I asked the question, well, what does money have to do with this? For affirmations today, the first card that I got as I was listening to another podcast was, I have more than enough money to do everything I want and need to do. So that was what money reminded me of what I asked yesterday in the live. And then I had another card about money that came out right after it. It says, money comes to me easily and frequently. For this is the Speak It affirmation deck. Right? So Speak It affirmation deck. So it says, money comes to me easily and frequently. So with me asking the question of what does money have to do with this, it's going to give me the message of what money has to do with this. So the third card I got was spiritual. I am one with my creator. So because I am one with my creator, I have more than enough of abundance that's in here in the now, that spirit, the creator, is telling me that I can breathe. Hello. Hey. So I can breathe now because I know that I have planted the seeds to harvest. I have breathed. I blow very much breath. I took a lot of inhale, exhale, holding, right? The breath work is the tree of life. This breath card has a tree on it. So this breath card is our tree of life. We, as long as we're here, we can breathe with the trees. So as I shuffle the deck from yesterday's live, I shuffled again, level up. So it's time for you to breathe, knowing that you are one with this creator, but you have to speak. You have to level up. It's a door opener for you to level up. So you can breathe now if you have financial problems. So As I went back and I had this paper on my desk that I was writing a couple of days ago about the seven deadly sins, right? The seven deadly sins is pride, envy, wrath, gluttony, lust, sloth, and greed. So I was like, okay, my eyes just kept being drawn to this. So I went back and I got into my one of my books that I was led journals that I was led to pull up, and it took me back to the month of seven. We got seven people in the live, which is confirmation for me because seven today is the 20th and 2026 equals a 10. It's 7221, which equals a 10. So we know that the 10, the 1 is the magician, the 0 is the fool. So we on the cliff about this magic that we doing with one with the creator, this communication that it's an aha moment. That's what I get. So we've given it the breath form of asking our questions, writing it down, making it clear, painting a puzzle or creating a puzzle, painting a puzzle. We talked about spray paint yesterday, the colors, what the colors have to do with it. So the first one, and I didn't get that far. I only got to pride and envy, the first two, right? So pride is a multifaceted emotion. What is multifaceted? Having many different aspects, size, and features of your energy. Hello. So we talked about perspective yesterday. Perspective, perceptions, all of that, which are having many different aspects of what this level up is going to look like. So, your level up with pride being one of the seven deadly sins is it's a deep satisfaction in one's own or others' achievement. So I'm looking at it like you looking at your self-worth, you leveling up your self-worth, you've taken a deep breath, especially especially with the be here now card. The time is now. Now, when I'm talking about the time is now, I'm talking also about astrology, right? So we in Cancer season, and the planetary alignment is Pluto in Uranus, which some people are gonna be like, what does astrology have to do with it? Okay, so astrology has a lot to do with it. That's why they never wanted you to pick up astrology. They actually never wanted you to pick up no cards, period. But especially if you don't even pick up the cards and you I take that back. Picking up the cards would introduce you to astrology because you never thought some of these things matter, right? And that's the truth. To be here now, you have to tap into astrology. You're looking at the sun, you're looking at the moon, but there are other planets that are in orbit, even if you can't see them with your physical eyes. So that's why we've been talking about eyes now. So let's talk about truth, right? So the arrow pointing down is the be here now. To be here now, to be such a time as this, which is air, energy, breath, arrow. I heard somebody got a Cupid's arrow. But the Cupid's arrow that you got is a 7, which is truth, right? So if you look at truth in an old mindset, it might have you feeling like you in this desert looking energy, right? Or vice versa, even though we don't read these cards in reverse. Truth could be your harvest, your abundance that you can't see. So you have to look at even I mean, you have to look at this truth with the as I can have this sword going into reflection. I can shoot this bow and arrow, right? That's gonna come back to me now. So you leveling up through this breath work, through this I am one with the creator of truth. To be here in the now, to be here in the now is two different cards. So your truth is leveling you up now because you are aware that, I'm here. This is where I'm at. I accept where I'm at. Right? And then we have 32 shine. So what I got was with you operating with the creator, knowing what planetary alignments you're in, you are able to level up off your truth and shine on a celestial alignment, not just the physical. So in spirit and in flesh. All right. So the second 7 daily sins that I got to was envy. And I think another thing that made me go back to the 7 deadly sins was because some people be claiming every sin somebody else give them, and instead of identifying with just the basics of what's the daily sins and why would you be having to repent these sins, to repeat these cycles. That's what I heard. So pride, being multifaceted about the different aspects of your energy, and envy being a painful or resentful awareness of an average possession enjoyed by another. So as long as you are not pained and resentful by anybody else's level up, you can breathe, you can be happy and truthful that, hey, I'm not trying to destiny swap with them, but I like their shine, right? I like their level up, and I'm gravitating to the tools that they use to level up, because in my world there is no such thing as competition. So everybody right now, this is what I heard, it's time for you to eat, right? So Cancer, even when you look at the planet Cancer, me with my eyes, I see a upside down Y. That's what it looks like to me. So meaning the planets are always moving, even though you're not on that planet physically, you can feel the energy of that planet. Your upside down Y, your upside down U is moving. So if your Y was upside down, if you were upside down in this Cancer energy, just know that it's moving around with Pluto and Uranus, right? With Pluto being in Uranus. So Cancer is the yin and the yang balance. All right? So you can see right there, Cancer is the yin and the yang. So I knew that the planets were in Uranus and Pluto. I know that the zodiac is in Cancer. But what did this have to do with my level up? So I pulled a few different cards, and as I keep pulling the cards, I keep getting there's an internal solar eclipse that you have created for self. So let's read Cancer and see where your Cancer is in, not Cancer. Yeah. See where your Cancer is in your natal chart. All right. So, hello. Excuse me. Cancer, your Cancer is, my Cancer is in my eighth house. Right. So I went on to look at it and I ended up getting the card of Aquarius that came out. Right. So I was like, okay, I have Aquarius out here on the so I wanted to know where my Aquarius is. So my Aquarius is, and remember in the live yesterday it said you could possibly be one off with the energy. That's what came through in the live. So if I was one off and we in Cancer and my Cancer is in Saturn and I'm one off, then it would make sense for me to get Aquarius, right? If Spirit said you're one off, so that means my Aquarius is in my Jupiter, right? So if you were here at the live that we had on the last time, Jupiter was out here, the philosopher. So if you know in your natal chart where you're at, you can kind of, if you get what I'm saying, you can kind of see your one off. So you can work with your one off to get you in alignment to leveling up with your truth and your shine. So your philosopher for me in Jupiter is out here. All right, so let's get back to the Aquarius. Now, the Aquarius, you saw me pour my libations, right? My water energy. Let's light the fire. You light my fire. Okay, so 1 second. All right. What I learned is when you start burning your sage, the people that don't want to be in your energy, they will leave immediately. Right? So that's part of the separating the weed from the tares, because you don't want the wrong people in your energy that are not here to study thyself to show thyself approved. And that comes with pride. Right? So pride, it refers to the affirmation and the celebration of marginalized identities. Everyone is not trying to marginalize their identity, right? Identify with self. But if you made it here, this is your energy. All right, so marginalized identities refer to social groups that face systematic discrimination, exclusion, and disadvantages due to characteristics like race, gender, sexuality, orientation, disability, and social economics. What the hell are you talking about? So, you always have to have that why. How I want to say this. Why am I feeling the need to identify that I was not one with the creator? Right? So I am identifying that I wasn't being my creative self. Right? So in order to be one with the creator, you have to create. nothing and everything simultaneously, right? So it appears that you're doing nothing with this desire, right? So, Cancer. We're going to go back to Cancer for a second. Cancer, because we are in Cancer season. We got, what, 2 more days in the energy of Cancer. 2 more days, because this is the 20th and Cancer ends on the 22nd. All right. So Cancer is a water energy. That's why you see me pouring the water. Cardinal. Cardinal is the significance. The red bird. Someone could be seeing a lot of red birds. Cardinal birds. What is cardinal energy, though? Does anybody know what cardinal energy is? Does anybody care to know what cardinal energy is? All right, so the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And this group is all about initiating action. If you made it to the live yesterday, action card came out. They are the go-getters of the zodiac. They get the ball rolling but have trouble with following through. Each cardinal sign signals the start of a new season. With Aries, we get spring. With Cancer, we get summer. With Libra, ushers in autumn. And Capricorn brings winter. So it's your season of originating things. It's your season of initiating actions. So again, you have to go and look at the live from yesterday because we just started this portal on yesterday. All right, so the cardinal energy. So Cancer, ruling planets, the moon. So we have a new moon out here already pre-shuffled. And it says leveling up. What did we just see? Okay, so Cancer is receptive, sensitive, and imaginative. Imaginative, the card came out on yesterday. So it's a kind of emotional, it's kind and emotional, and possesses an active initiative mind. So your Cancer energy is initiating you with this imagination. I think I can. But it's also because you think you can. Now you're able to breathe and level up, tell your truths, and now you get to shine. So it's giving me why they never wanted you to study astrology, because you would not know when it was your time, and you would still think that you were in that old energy, that old belief system, but the planets are moving just as you are moving. It's almost like the planets are within. So Cancer symbolizes the crowd possessing and soft flesh underneath. So maybe you might be feeling hard and rough, and you know what I'm saying. And that's why now, if you've been here, you see me operating with the beauty magic, right? So bringing the beauty back, because at some point in time you've been just studying, working, and you let go of, I don't need to be cute today, you know what I'm saying? But if you look good, you feel good, and it all goes together as a whole. So I think some people might be operating in that, this soft flesh now, this good girl, cute girl era. Your yin and your yang. So Cancer is the yin and the yang symbolism, and that's your dark and your light. Um, and if I was to go back to the cards that we already went through, your be here now and your now is your yin and your yang. This is the way I see it. Okay? So level up now, truth, and be here now for your shine. All right, so we talked about the crowd. The key word for Cancer season is I feel. I can feel the energy and emotion. I can feel the energy and emotion. So, Cancer, water energy, you might be being activated in, your shower. You can be activating in your shower. It's a daughter energy. Water is daughter energy, inner experience, relationships, and imagination. So we are totally working with our imagination. All right, so I feel my imagination growing. Capricorn is a sign of home and family, and I feel that I'm doing this for myself and my family. That's that financial abundance that you have coming in. I have more than enough money to do everything I need and want. I want and need. Money comes to me frequently and effortlessly. Is you That's a feeling. You feel the money coming in, and you bringing the money in with being one as a creator, because you breathing, you taking a deep breath, you saying, hey, I got my number two pencil, I'm writing down things, I got my cards, I'm seeing things different, my mind is moving, I'm not stuck and stagnant, and now I can feel the difference in my body, but I can also see it, right? So, and with that energy, parts of the body ruled by Cancer, the breast and the stomach. So if you're having problems within that area, you know that that's that energy moving. It's moving around. Even if you don't know what it is, Cancerians love to eat and have to fight with weight gain in later years. So if you in your 50 plus years like me, you watching the weight, you more aware of, what you eating, what you drinking, and you know that during this time in Cancer, you literally get to. I almost want to know. I almost wonder if that's why they pull the card of the fruits and vegetables and stuff being parasitic, because everything has a parasite. Even you are a parasite. You have parasites in you. You're a parasite. Okay, so it was just the reason why they took that motion right now. Okay, so it says they also subject digestive alignments caused by tension and emotional stress. Um, what you eat matters. When you're in survival mode, you're probably going to eat more lower vibrational foods, but just know 50 years and older, we got to invest in a better quality of food. Magical birthstones. In Cancer season, it's good to wear pearls. Pearls change bad fortune into good and discord into harmony. So pearls, if you feel the energy, the need to wear pearls, if you have some pearls, throw them on. After I got all my jewelry on, I was like, dang, my first instinct was to put on pearls, and I second guessed myself, right? But I saw the pearls when I went in the drawer before I even picked up the book. Okay, special colors: sea green and silver. So, um, I don't have on sea green, but possibly it could give a ray of that bluish green, that green and blue energy. The shimmering colors of water and the moon. So, oh my God, it's giving me that activation that we did over here on the blue moon. So remember what you did on the blue moon. Go back and research the last blue moon. Cities that is affected by this Cancer energy is Venus, Amsterdam, New York, countries Scotland, Holland, and New Zealand. Right. So those are the cities. Trees that are rich in sap, metal, silver. Animals ruled by Cancer, those with shells covering. So somebody might be feeling in the energy to eat a lot of shellfish, a lot of seafood in this, and then it's a water energy. So, danger. Cancer people are susceptible to accidents in the home. So make sure you clean your house up. You get everything organized so you can walk through a clear passage. And they are also prone to becoming victims of theft. So watch out with the people that you have in your energy during this Cancer season. So some of it was kind of funny to me, or not funny, but funny. I'm gonna get to that. The most reliable trait for Cancer is loyalty. So make sure that loyalty is you being loyal within yourself, because the Cancer and this Aquarius look like two upside down Y's to me. So you need to figure out how to stand your, what season is your Y. Um, balance your water. I see balance your water energy. All right. So that's what I had with that. I just see a lot of new moon energy. I see someone creating their own solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. I've been getting that a lot lately. And just being multifaceted, having many difficult aspects and sides of your perspective. So, I'm going to clean this up because this was, like I said, this was the pre shuffle. And now we're going to get in the shuffle for the collective. The only cards we're going to leave out is the planetary and the zodiac that we have going on right now, which is Pluto, Uranus, Cancer. And I haven't looked at it in a couple of days, so we're going to see. Hello, hello, hello. So, let's see. Let's see. Is the Queen of the Sun oracle the oracle that we need to start with? Do we need to start with the Queen of the Sun oracle? Maybe. All right. Would the Chakra oracle be a good deck to start with? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the Chakra oracle. All right. Chakra oracle. It is. So the deck that I was reading from for astrology was these. Arcanas of astrology. I just heard somebody's life is really gonna change when they tap into astrology. Something about desires. I see desires twice. Desires. Conjuring up the bigger dreams, the bigger pictures. All right. Thank you for being here. Let's see what chakra we need to be working with. 19, forgiveness, heart chakra. All right, what chakra will we be focusing on? All right. Self self mastery. I find that kind of humorous because when you click on the YouTube live button, it says develop a successful self. So with this energy on of being a content creator, doors open, windows open. Self mastery is a number 15, which equals a 6. We have inner strength on the bottom, life purpose, and master number 33. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's put it in order. I like to move it around and try to put it in order and see if I can get a better. Okay, so we have number 14, inner strength, number 15, self mastery, and number 33, angels and ancestors. And I talked about when I cut on the live for YouTube as a live host, it says to develop a successful self. Okay, so once I shuffled them around, it says inner strength, self mastery, angels and masters. So through this inner strength, through this brokenness, through this light creeping out, so within radiates out, you have mastered the self, align your chakras. Angels and ancestors, angels and masters. So you are literally, it's like, yeah, highway to heaven. You own your highway to heaven. You took your inner strength, created communications and holistic health, life purpose. So it was your life purpose to master self. But you had to get the strength to even ask the questions. Is healing my birthright? Yes. Healing is my birthright. You see that? So we know that we are in alignment with asking and is given, seeking ye shall find, knocking the door shall be open to you. It's through communication. Communication starts with the self. All right, let's see. Where's our book? All right, so number 14. We talked about the solar plexus. Color yellow. cleansing and balancing the solar plexus. Lie comfortably and place a citrine crystal in your hand. We did that exercise in the last live. Okay, so the inner strength solar plexus chakra. You have pulled this card as a reminder that it is time to call on your inner strength. You have the ability to deal with anything in your life. You, in this Cancer season, have the ability to deal with anything in your life. We are all part of the universe, which has magnificent power and energy available to us at all times. You are being invited to connect to, acknowledge, and call upon the incredible strength that lies from within you. Life may be challenging for you at the present, and you are reminded that you have all the tools and the ability to conjure anything that comes your way. So it goes back to last night. Any ideas in your imagination, you have the ability to conjure it. You are the person that's going to conjure it in this Cancer season. So whether it's an emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual challenge, know that you have the strength to move on, to move through it, and come out on the other side empowered. It's time to trust that you are and courageous enough to move through the difficult time and learn some powerful life lessons, so it's available for you. The universe is always giving you opportunities to build inner strength. It is up to you to take on the challenges and rise from the ashes. I had some ashes fly in my eye yesterday. All right, so the universe is always giving you opportunities to build your inner strength. That's what we do over here. We do meditations that's going to build the inner. We're working from within to radiate out. As above, so below. As within, so be out. So without. Oh, as above, so below. As within, so without. All right, so you may be required to look at your situation from a different point of view and even be willing to let go of some of the old belief systems that are weakening your inner strength. So, this right here alone tells you that old belief system, not realizing that you are grown now and you get to choose your path of righteousness, not anybody else's, and your path will not look like anybody else's path. You have to know that it's a challenge, but you have the road opener to let go of those old systems that are weakening you. All right, so whatever you are being guided to do, make sure to listen and put it into action. So listen is what we do when we're meditating, right? You're listening, you're watching, you're listening, you're doing it all at once, but you're moving in silence. So you're letting spirit be the head. Embrace spirit. So you have the courage of a lion. That's some Leo energy out here. And it is time to roar and embrace the part of you in its loyalty. Remember, we have Cancer being loyalty, right? Even though we're in a different deck, it's all coming together. So that's how you make it wholeness. Um, in embrace this as part of your totality, your loyalty. I have strength to face all of life's challenges with grace. So that's the affirmation for inner strength. Just looking at this card, it's giving the wounded warriors breaking through the chains. Beautiful ashes. All right, so your inner strength. With the courage of operating with your inner strength, you opened up self-mastery, which is right behind it, number 15. Not by coincidence, because that is to see. Okay, so self-mastery will still operate with the solar plexus chakra. You have pulled this card today to let you know this is a powerful time to manifest self-mastery. Life is constantly offering us lessons which give us the opportunity to grow and expand our souls. Y'all know I talk about soul healing over here. Soul is your soul. You are being called at this time to master your gifts. The key focus, the key is to focus on your energy, on your energy. That's the key. The key is to focus on your energy, your why, on what you would like to master. Don't give up till you have embodied it fully. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the God or the goddess. All right. It takes commitment and motivation to create self mastery. However, with consistency and time. However, with consistency and time. That's kind of like a deep satisfaction message for me because that's what I'm balancing. That's what I'm juggling. Kind of like the Two of Pentacles. So being blessed with this card today indicates that you are already on your way to mastering your gift. Have you doubted yourself lately in a particular aspect of your life, resulting to frustration? Yes. Everybody got it. There's always some self doubt creeping in back there in the back room, right? That unconscious mind. Knowing that the current challenges you are undergoing are know that the current challenges that you are undergoing are doorways to self mastery. So it's kind of like the energy you have to go through to get to. There is no testimony without a test. To master something requires courage and love, and now is the time to give your full attention and presence to your gifts. So now is the time to open your gifts. It's like it's Christmas. It's Christmas in July. You know, it's Christmas in July. Let that sink in. So you are being encouraged to look at your life's mission, plant the seeds. You got to go back and look at it from yesterday. Plant the seeds to bring you closer to your soul's path, your, in Cancer season, your soul's path. Stay motivated and dance in the mastery of yourself. I am the master of my destiny. All right. So the last card we got was number 33, master number 33, which is a soul star chakra, gold, silver, and gold. All right. So angels and ancestors, soul chakra. So let's talk about the soul chakra because you don't hear a lot of people talking about the soul chakra, but the soul chakra is located above 6 inches above your crown. So when you see that sun over top of, when you're looking at a picture and it has that sun on top of the head, that is the soul star chakra. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8-pointed star. It is our connection between the spiritual and the physical, the heaven and the earth, and the bridges bridges the light of the soul into the physical body. Hmm. It is where the soul or the spirit centers into the third dimension. Hmm. It is where the soul or the spirit enters into the third dimension, which is the physical reality of the conscious being. It is through the soul star that we connect to the divine wisdom of the universe and open up the spirit realms and the universal love and light. It's our connection between the angelic beings and the ascended masters who reside in the higher planes of existence. When our soul star is open and is balanced, we receive pure and high vibrational divine love from the universe. We are able to connect strongly with the guidance from the angelic realm, the ascended masters, and light beings that are there to support and guide our journey. Deep soul healing occurs when this chakra is open and we experience a sense of inner peace and connectedness with the universe and all that is the source of all. Okay, so hmm, I pulled this card on January the 2nd of last year, on February the 3rd, and that's the dates I have. Okay, so angels and ancestors, excuse me, angels and masters. Okay, ancestors, angels and ancestors being the masters. Okay, you have called this powerful card into your awareness today to remind you that the angels and ascended masters are with you at this time. We all have loving beings from the spirit world guiding and offering wisdom and healing as we take our life journey. So we all have these living beings that's, in our spirit world that's guiding us. Um, and they offering you the wisdom and the healing. So they offering, okay. That's why you see people doing offerings, having ancestor altars, because you get the balance of giving and receiving. Okay, you have wait a minute. You may have been experiencing difficulties and challenges at late. See? And we on number 33 and it's still talking about these challenges at late, that the angels want you to know that you are not alone and that they are doing everything in their power to assist you from the spirit world. You are also being guided at this time by the ascended masters. So the ascended masters are souls that resonate on a higher vibrational plane of existence and hold within them the divine power, love, and wisdom of the universe. So they have individual jobs to fulfill in the universe and have unique energies and gifts to share and offer. For example, Mother Mary, if you go back and watch some of the other videos I have created, Mother Mary comes through, and so does Jesus. Okay? So, Mother Mary holds and resonates the energy of divine love and compassion. You may like to find out more information on the masters and tune into your spirit to see what is guiding you at this time. You also have archangels around you. The archangels are powerful light beings that are here to guide you and assist you in your life right now. Remember, we had the now card out. You are encouraged to take a little time out from your everyday world and go within to reconnect to those beautiful. I mean, you are encouraged to take the time, a little time out, the 10 minutes a day from everyday world and go within to connect to these beautiful loving guides that have an abundance of love and wisdom to share with you. Let me see. Anybody want to donate? But this is what I say. This is make time for yourself. Get you an hourglass. This is not an hour worth of glass, but yeah. Globes and hourglass are significant. I've been seeing them in a lot of readers' rooms. Okay, so know that they have your back and you have nothing to worry about. You are blessed and protected always. Your prayers have been answered and you are not alone. Take a moment to hand over any stress or concern. That's the second time we've seen the word stress today. To the angels and masters for transmutation and your heart transmutation and fill your heart and mind with the love and healing that is offered in return. Affirmations. Affirmations. Angels and masters guide my way with love, truth, and integrity. And we had truth out here. So we are on the right track. All right. So let's get Sun Oracle because, hey, we got the solar. Oh, excuse me. That sun, that solar star. Sun is the brightest star for your love, joy, your success. Develop a successful self. Master a successful self. And this goal is right in alignment. Yellow looking on the cards. All right, what's the message? Give us confirmation on this inner strength. Woo. Passion. Number 38. Hmm. That inner strength of, because there's a masculine and a feminine on this card. The sunrise, a lot of orbs, a lot of energy. Hmm. Let's see. Gratitude, number 32. 38, 32, and 6. Accomplishment. Renewal. Beltane, passion. Number 38. Show your wildness. Develop deep passion and enjoy them. Release stagnation. Take a creative risk. Choose something to focus on to grow a business, a loan held interest, a project of yourself. Okay? I release growth. and experiencing my passion. Crystal is a ruby. Beltane is a direct opposite of the wheel of the wheel. Hmm. Thy will is my will. Thy will. What is it? Let me see. This is for the Starseed deck. Inner strength with this passion. Let's see. Hmm. All right, 1111. Inner strength and passion. Confirm this inner strength and passion. Deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing. Hmm. Inside out. Balance. Focus. Gratitude. Focus on gratitude and not on what isn't going right for you. Celebrate all that celebrate all that we are grateful for. Accept change. Don't sweat the small stuff. Your hard work pays off. I am grateful for. I am grateful for self mastery because it falls under self mastery. Matter of fact, self mastery is 15, gratitude is 32, so 5 is significant. I see 5, 5. Sapphire, yellow, sapphire. It's giving me balance too. Remember I said something about that 2 of Pentacles? Yeah, two roses, which one rose is in an orb, but she's balancing it through the palm of her hands. So maybe we should get a palmistry card. We're gonna get a palmistry card to oh, my stomach growling. On the bottom I see an ace, wisdom line, and palmistry of social activists. All right, let's see what this gratitude, self mastery, confirmed with palmistry. It's getting warm out there. I'm gonna have to close that up. Hey, we're gonna do a TikTok live today. Today. All right. When that came under accomplishment, what's that? It was sideways over the accomplishment. Sunny and cheerful personality. The wisdom line is straight and the lifeline is curved. The wisdom line is straight and the lifeline is curved. People with this kind of palm line are generous, cheerful, and optimistic. They never take trouble to heart. That was under the gratitude. So it's giving me this bright, sunny, cheerful energy, personality, the sun. Hmm. Yeah, well, it resonates because it's falling under the self mastery, which is the solar star, which is the sun. All right, King of Hearts. Mm. Strength and vitality. Jack of Hearts. And Ring of Venus. Ring of Venus affects indicates the degree of allergies in the human body. Healthy side of the rings of Venus is the increase of those lines of the palm indicates that the body is more sensitive due to factors such as drugs, environment, pollution, and surrounding objects. I think we talked about earlier cleaning up your space. The ring of Venus, the eight of spades, is it means that you have good abilities, good artistic temperaments, and are more persistent in feelings. Otherwise, it means that your emotions are feeling poor. But we know we're not feeling poor because it's here to show you. So I guess that's the polarity of self. A noble person. All right, so give me confirmation for this gratitude for self mastery. Seeing potentials, bringing unconsciousness to the light. Hmm. All right, I can see it. I can dig it. Okay, angels and ancestors and accomplishments. Let's see what you accomplished with this guidance. Number 33. No, number 6. Solar maximum. Accomplishments. Enjoy your accomplishments. When we reach our goals, we have evidence of our power. Self trust is maximized. We show our consistency to ourselves and others. We realize promises we make to ourselves. So I celebrate my accomplishments. Oh, what a great one to end this live with. We've been up here for 1 hour and 9 minutes. So we will end this live at 1:11. All right. So I really do appreciate everyone. If you are new to this channel, Go back and watch some of my old videos so you can see where I came from, where I started from the bottom. Now we're here on YouTube. I will be trying to get back on TikTok coming out soon, but right now I'm trying to build the tone in my YouTube platform so that, because I spend a lot of time on YouTube, a lot of hours. I have YouTube Premium, commercial free, but I do engage, just like on all platforms. I engage on content. If you made it this far, put self mastery in it because we are developing a successful self on YouTube. Thank you guys. Have a great day.